Last time we were doing the Wheatstone bridge, Kirchhoff's law I did, and then using Kirchhoff's law I did Wheatstone bridge when it is balanced, and I showed you when it is balanced when the ratios of the arms are equal, that is P by Q equal to R by S. In exam time they will give P, Q, R, S, sometimes they give x1, x2, x3, x4, that is x1 by x2 is equal to x3 by x4 is all the same. Sometimes they may give later like A, B, C, D like this. A by B equal to C by D. The meaning is that only. So now we have another question. We'll do few more and then we'll do some theories. Then this electric circuit will be over. The current electricity will be over. So there is a circuit given there. After that I will give the question what you have to do. Okay, this is the question of year 2009, ISC 2009. They have given a circuit diagram like this. Find the value of x. Find the value of x in the circuit shown so that the point M and N, so that the point M and N are at the same potential. Points M and N are at the same potential. What does it imply? Same potential means current will not flow. Because potential is same, so the potential difference is 0, then this current is not going to flow through this 5 ohm. So this is your balanced Wheatstone bridge. How balanced? Because current does not flow here, and we have got 4 arms are there, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means this by this will be equal to this by this, and they are asking to find the value of x. Let us find very simple. We let R1 by R2, since the current does not flow through this one 5 ohm resistance or between the points M and N, we get R1 by R2 is equal to x upon y, this upon this. Now we calculate answer. R1 value is 2, this is 5. X we have to find, y value is given 15, and now the answer will come. The value of x is coming 6 ohm. Answer. The value of x is 6 ohm. 5 3 will go 3 to the 6 ohm is answer. Finished. That here the question was carrying 2 marks. So still it will carry 2 marks only if it comes in your batch. Okay. Now the another type of question they may say, they have given a circuit like this, and now question says find the value of the resistance x. Find the value of the resistance x so that the galvanometer gives null deflection, null deflection. That means zero deflection. You have to find the value of x. How to find it? We know for galvanometer for galvanometer to give null deflection. What is the condition? Condition is ratio must be equal this by this must be equal to this by this. We'll write that. This is 1 ohm, write 1. Here we don't have a single. Let us take the single value of this part as R. Entire thing is R. Is equal to this by this, 4 by 8. 4 by 8. We can cancel 4 to the. We can calculate that the value of R is coming 2 ohm. Now we will be using the formula of R between these two, because these two are what, parallel. Now we will be using the formula 1 by R is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by X. And now we will find the value of X. 1 by R value is 2, we will add 2 here. 1 by 6 plus 1 by X. This 6, 1 by 6 will come this side. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 6 is equal to 1 by X. Rather it is given capital X, so we write capital X only, whatever way they have given. Take LCM 6. 3 minus 1 is 1 by X. 2 by 6 is the value of 1 by X. Therefore X value is coming 3 ohm. Answer. So this also make up. This X can be given anywhere when they are asking to find the value of that, and you will be finding the value by using this method. First take the overall resistance of this part as R. Find the value of R, then use the formula of R because they are in parallel, then you get the answer. One year I remember in the year 2017. Year exactly I don't remember, but I think sometimes in 2017 or 16 this question had come. They had given a question like this. The circuit was given like this, and question is asking what resistance would you add to 3 ohm resistor so that the points M and N are at the same potential. That was the question. What resistance will you add to 3 ohm resistance so that the points M and N are at the same potential? Here the voltage may be in anything, that this voltage doesn't matter. For balancing condition, the voltage doesn't play any role. So, how to find what resistance we are going to add? We always add the resistance in parallel with the given resistance. You can't add in series, otherwise it won't be a Wheatstone bridge. So, we will be adding a resistance always in parallel like this. We don't know which resistance. Suppose the resistance we are adding is X only. The resistance which we are adding up, additional resistance is X ohm, and we have to find the value of X. So, since the Q given is point M and N are the same potential, that means the current will not flow between this part. This is Wheatstone bridge. We can write like this: since M and N are at the same potential, therefore we can write this ratio 10, and the value of these two together I take as R ohm. The total value is R ohm. I assume the resistance of the entire thing is R, like the previous one. Here I am at 15 by 3. Now we find answer. 3, 5, 7 will go 5, 2, the value of R is coming 2 ohm. We got the value of R 2 ohm. Now R formula will be using here 1 by R is equal to 1 by X plus 1 by 3. Now I will find this 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by X plus 1 by 3 will come this side. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 is 1 by X. LCM is 6. 3 minus 2 is value of 1 by 6 is equal to 1 by X. Therefore, the value of X is coming 6 ohm. The answer. So this is the answer. So the idea is all the same. So we have done enough problem on even Wheatstone bridge. So this is the solution for this question. So the value of X will come out 6 ohm out here in this case. Now we will be doing little different topic. We are done with Wheatstone bridge. Now we are doing another electrical bridge. That bridge means electric circuit. Another electric bridge is meter bridge. You can give it a meter bridge. Meter bridge. Meter bridge. This is the theoretical part of this chapter. What is a meter bridge? Meter bridge is a modified form of Wheatstone bridge. It is nothing is a Wheatstone bridge here. In meter bridge, what happens? We'll take a wire of uniform thickness. Thickness of the wire is same and material of the wire is same throughout. And the same kind of wire is used with the same thickness or the uniform thickness. This wires length, some of the wires is AB, the length of the wire will be 1 meter always. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. That is from here till here, how much centimeter will be there? 100 centimeter, which is same as 1 meter. And then we will be having two resistances. Resistance arm here, one here and one will be here. Like this. This resistance arms we can add as P and Q, or we can add RS anyway, or R1, R2 we can add. And we will have a galvanometer here. Between the 2 points we will have a galvanometer like this. This way we have a galvanometer. Like this is galvanometer. Galvanometer connected. Galvanometer is connected with point maybe M, and here we will have a jockey. J means jockey. Jockey which we have to slide on the wire. And now we will be supplying current with the help of a source like this. This is the voltage applied which will give current. So this is a circuit diagram of a meter bridge. In a meter bridge, the length of there will be wire of entire length 1 meter. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. This will be 0 centimeter end and this will be 100 centimeter end. And we will have two resistances, maybe P ohm here and P ohm. And a galvanometer is connected between these two P and Q, and a jockey on the other side of the galvanometer will have a jockey. Jockey is like this pen type. This end will be connected with the wire here, and this end will be touched on the wire. Touch on the wire like this. You have to slide it on the wire. When you slide it on the wire, you see there is some deflection in galvanometer. Galvanometer will give some deflection. The deflection may, I show that 0 is here. The 0 will be here. So galvanometer will give 0 deflection. There is null deflection at a particular point. At one point it will give null deflection. At another point there will be some deflection. Here if you are putting, you see some deflection is there. It is not pointing 0. There is some deflection other than 0. Here you will find some deflection that is side, but at the point J you find that the deflection exactly becomes 0. That means this pointer will coincide with the center, that is 0 line. So that is the point of balance. That means at that point the bridge is balanced. Let us take the length of the jockey from this end BL, where it is balancing now, like this. From here till here the length is L. This L we call balancing length, because at this length the bridge is balanced. What is the meaning of balanced? Galvanometer gives zero deflection or null deflection. It is balanced. If this length is L, what is the value of this other side length? The total length we know is 100 centimeter. What is the length between this jockey's position and the other end of the wire? This length will be here 100 minus L. 100 minus L. So in Wheatstone bridge, what we used to do? We used to do like this: P by Q equal to this by this, R by S. So we'll do the same thing here. We'll be writing like this: when G is galvanometer, gives null deflection, then what I am supposed to write? P by Q ratio must be equal to the ratio of resistance of this part to the resistance of this part. But we know the fact that the resistance is directly proportional to the length. Provided that the material is same, that means resistivity is same, the nature is same, and the temperature is same, and the area is same, because we are taking the wire of uniform thickness everywhere. Thickness is same everywhere. That means resistance and length are directly proportional. So resistance ratio we can write the R1 by R2 is equal to L1 by L2 we can write. That way we are writing L1 is L and L2 will be 100 minus 1. So this will be the equation followed in case of a meter bridge. This is very simple, nothing difficult out here. So P by Q we will be writing it R by S or R1 by R2, and we know the fact R1 by R2 equal to L1 by L2 when area is same, nature is same, and the temperature is same. So we are keeping other things same, only length we are changing. That means it is directly proportional, so we will be writing in the form of direct ratio L1 by L2. L1 value is L here and outside is 100 minus L, like that. So this equation we will follow. Probably they will ask you to find the value of L. What should be the value of L? Giving one simple example, suppose P value is 2 ohm and Q value is 3 ohm. The question is asking find the balancing length, or at which position of the jockey the galvanometer will give null deflection, at which position. So how to find? Simple way to this by this will actually 2 by 3 equal to this upon this, L upon 100 minus L, and now we will calculate the answer by solving the equation. We get 3L is equal to 200 minus 2L will come this side, 5L is equal to 200, therefore L value will come 40 centimeter. That means when the jockey's position is exactly 40 centimeter from the end A, then the galvanometer will give null deflection, zero deflection. So that will happen. That is the value of balancing length. So this is simple. It's called, this one is called meter bridge, and the previous one was called Wheatstone bridge. In meter bridge, the word is coming meter. That means the length of the wire will be exactly equal to 1 meter. That is equal to 100 centimeters. We will follow this equation and find the answer. So this is simple. Now I will do 1 or 2 problems on this, and then we will be starting another question. Says in the circuit shown below, the length of the wire AB equal to 400 centimeter. 400 centimeter. The wire AB's length is 400 centimeter. Where should the jockey be placed? Jockey, jockey be placed so that the galvanometer shows no deflection. The galvanometer shows no deflection, and a circuit is given here. A, B. This is 8 ohm, this is 12 ohm. They say the length of the wire AB is 400 centimeter. 400 centimeter. The length of the entire wire is 400. You have to find the position of jockey where the jockey should be placed so that the galvanometer gives no deflection. We said very simple. I'll take this length, balancing length to be L. Then what is the length on the other side? That will be 400 minus L, because the total length is 400 centimeter. Now we are writing the equation directly. This by this, 8 by 12 equal to L upon 400 minus 8, and now only calculation we have to do, we get result. 4 2 is 4 3 is 3L is equal to 800 minus 2L. 5L is equal to 800. Therefore, L is coming 160. I think this is quite simple and easily manageable. Okay, I read one question which came in IIT 2007. Yeah, I'll read it. This is actually interesting type, so I'll be. I'll explain to you the question. Question says a resistance of 2 ohm. A resistance of 2 ohm is connected across. A resistance of 2 ohm is connected across one gap of a meter bridge. One gap is one side of the meter bridge, maybe the left side or on the right side. One gap of a meter bridge. The length of the wire is 100 cm. Meter bridge will have always the length 100 cm. An unknown resistor greater than 2 ohm. An unknown resistor greater than 2 ohm is connected across the other gap. When these resistances are interchanged, you are interchanging the two resistances, the balancing point shifts by 20 centimeter. The balancing point shifts by 20 centimeter. Find the value of the unknown resistance. Find the value of the unknown resistance. So I'll explain to you the question. What does it say? It says that there is a meter bridge. Maybe the meter bridge length is AB. First case, in one gap we have another gap. We can call it left gap and the right gap, left side and the right side, left arm and the right arm. We can say that way. One gap we are keeping 2 ohm and the other gap we are keeping unknown resistance. Suppose this is X, we don't know the value, X ohm. This is the first case. Here is a galvanometer and a jockey here. Suppose the first case, the balancing length was we don't know the balancing length, how much it is. So balancing length I will take as L. This is L. Then this will be 100 minus L. With the battery thing I'm not drawing out here. Battery thing, this is the case 1. First diagram will come here. Second diagram, what we will do? Same thing on here, there is out here. This is AB. Now you are interchanging. X you are bringing here and 2 you are sending the other side. X is coming here, X ohm is coming here and 2 ohm is going on the other side. And a galvanometer again has to give non-deflection. This galvanometer is giving non-deflection. And now the balancing is shifting. This thing, battery thing you may not draw. This is the second case, the diagram of the second case. Without drawing the battery in both the cases, since this is the problem out here, so we will not, we will just neglect that. We will skip that part. Let us write on the this X ohm is bigger than 2 ohm. That means this one and this L are directly proportional. Resistance and length are directly proportional. When this is bigger, then this arm will be bigger. When this is smaller, then this will be also smaller. So just now this X ohm, which is more than 2 ohm, that means for 2 ohm the length was L, but out here the length will be anything but more than this value, because this value of X is more. So they are saying that jockey's position shifts by 20 centimeter. That is the new balancing length will be L plus 20. L plus 20 centimeter. L plus 20 here, this side. It will increase because the resistance value is more than 2 ohm. The other side it will come with the total length we know is 100. L plus 20 comes here. What is the value of the remaining length? 100 minus this value. 100 minus this value you will do. I am sure your answer will become 80 minus L. This length will become 80 minus L. Hope you understand this. Now for diagram 1, for diagram 1, I will be writing the equation. This by this, write out 2 by x is equal to L by 100 minus L. This one will be equation number 1. For diagram 2, what do we write? X by 2. Let us write x by 2 is equal to L plus 20 by 80 minus L. How I am getting 80 minus L? I think you understand about that. Total length is 100 minus this value. You can see over 100 minus L plus 20. Open bracket. 100 minus 20 will become 80 and this will become minus L. By chance, if you have not understood, then I will just explain it. Now, this is equation number 2. We will solve the two equations so that we are able to find the value of x and L. But the question is not asking to find the value of L, but the question is asking to find the value of unknown resistance, x value. So, how to solve them? So, to solve them, we see 2 by x and there is x by 2. They are just reciprocal of each other. So, we will multiply both the equations. Or you can put the value of x, or you can reciprocate this one. You can add 2 by x is equal to this will go upside down 80 minus L by L plus 20. This one, let us make equation 3. Now, we see equation 1 and equation 3 are same. Left hand side is equal, that means right hand side will be equal. Therefore, I here from equation 1 and equation 3 will be writing L by 100 minus L is equal to 50 minus L by L plus 20. First, we will find the value of L. And that value of L we will put in any of the equation and then find the value of x. Let us find. So we have to do cross multiply. This become L square plus 20L. What here is we are getting 8000 minus 80L minus 100L plus L square. This L square cancel. This is 20L. These two is becoming 180L. 180 minus I take this and become plus is equal to 8000. 200L is equal to 8000. The value of L is coming 40 centimeters. This value of L we are putting in any of the equation and find the value of x. Therefore, putting the value of L in equation 1. In any of the equation you can put 2 by x, the value of L is 40 and 100 minus L, that is 100 minus 40. Now we calculate 2, this will go 20. 1 by x is equal to 20 by 60 equal to 3. Therefore the value of x will come out to be 3 ohm. That is answer. What is the value of the unknown resistance? 3 ohm. And it is more than 2 ohm. The question only says the value of this x ohm is, this is unknown, but the value is anything but more than 2 ohm. That's why I increase, because the value of x is more than 2. When the resistance increases, the length also increases. They are directly correlated. In first case the length was L, in new case the length will be L plus 20. Question said only that it shifts. Shifting means it can be plus 20 way or it can be minus 20 way. If it is less, then I would subtract L minus 20, I would do. So the question says that x is bigger and the resistance is more, the length will be also more. That's what I did out there. And answer comes out to be 3 ohm. This is also an important and interesting question. So I think this is okay. So now the next topic will be potentiometer. Potentiometer is also a very important topic for your batch. So about that we will be discussing in the next video. Okay, then that might be